What is going on, everybody? My name is Conor. Welcome to the week of Hero or Zero. This is the Heroes for Hire podcast. We are back again, talking one comic book character, as we do every single week. We talk their good points, their bad points, and we just generally, none of that matters this week. It's Shaun's birthday today. Yes! It's Shaun's birthday!
Everyone forgot again.
Again! It is Shaun's birthday, and I've organised something, Shaun, that I think you're going to like for this specific episode. Now, I wanted to play it through my phone, but I didn't think you'd hear it, and I don't know if the mic is even going to pick this up. But I'm going to give this a play. It's a YouTube video. Let's see how it goes, just for the day that's in it. Okay, so bear with me. Here we go.
Listeners, help!
Yes. I'm dancing.
This is a bop. What the fuck?
Wait for it. Yeah. Also, that's a YouTube video by Epic Happy Birthdays.
Nice.
If you watch the video, every time Shaun comes up, a dancing goat moves back and forth, and there's flames everywhere. It's just really good.
That's amazing.
I really hope the mic picked that up. You know what I mean? I sent it a special request.
Did you actually?
No, Jesus, no.
Oh, dude.
I don't care about you that much.
Oh, well. Fucking hell, I feel sad now.
We talked about this off air, but I did buy you a present that's coming from America. Now, from America to Ireland, it's a long trip.
Couple of days.
I was thinking, jeez, it might not arrive on the day. And it was yesterday I checked my email, and it said it won't be arriving till the 9th of July. So, I think 9th of July, would have been a better birthday. Maybe you're just being selfish.
Look, I didn't choose this birthday life. You know, it chose me.
Yeah. Well, you could have just held on for another 2 weeks. Would have all been happy.
I had shit to do. All right.
I had things to get on with.
I had appointments that needed to be made.
Well, I hope everyone sends you some birthday love on the Twitter or Instagram or however you want to make contact. But Shaun, today's not about you, right? It's about a DC character from comic books for some reason.
Oh, excellent.
Yes. And so, I think I found a character that I think perfectly suits the day that's in it. It's not, I've just randomly picked a character, because this week I'm doing Aqualad.
Aqualad?
From your favourite TV show, Young Justice.
The TV show let me check. Yeah, never seen.
Never seen. And you host this show, which I would say, two massive nerds. You're massively into superheroes, and Young Justice is probably the best superhero show for the last few years.
Could I just say, Conor, I'm into good superheroes.
Sorry. You're into Titans.
Oh, well, let's not go that far now.
That's very loose.
I'm not into perfect heroes.
I need blue filters. So, Aqualad is an interesting character because there has been two Aqualads. One is called Garrett, and he was the first one. He appears actually in the original Teen Titans animated show. He has like a blue outfit.
Right.
Now, he's the first one, but the one we're going to be concentrating on is not Garrett, because he's not as fun as Calder.
Calder sounds like a good time.
Yes. And Calder is... He also goes by Jackson. His second name is Jackson.
Calder Jackson.
Calder Jackson. No, but he I know Calder is like his I was going to say his Aquaman name, but you know what I mean. His underwater name. That's the one I'm thinking of, yes. Atlantean Aquaman name. So, Aqualad got mostly a lot of fame because of Young Justice from 2010, He appeared in the comic books about 2 months before the first episode of Young Justice came out, and that was this version of Aqualad. That's his first big showing. And then when New 52 came in, there was a whole new rewrite, but they rebirthed the character in just a different way. He had 2 different origins that were kind of mixed up, but I'm going to do the second origin after the New 52 because, of course, he was only around for a year before they redid it all.
Fair enough.
Now, this version of Aquaman was created by Greg Weisman, Brandon Vietti, and Phil Barassa for the Cartoon Network's Young Justice animated series. So he was created specifically for the show itself. The character's Atlantean name is Calder, and he has a certain connection to a villain of Aquaman's that I think you might find interesting, Shaun. This is weird because everybody who has seen Young Justice knows the connection because it's like a major plot point of one of the seasons, but you've never seen it.
I'm unspoiled.
Yeah. Jeff Johns was also involved in the series as DC's chief creative officer, so he saw the value in this take of the Aqualad, and as a result, he and Ivan Reis created the comic adaptation. So they seen the TV show adaptation, they were like, that definitely works better in the comic book series as well, and so they brought him in that way. Okay. So, Jackson's mother hailed from the Bermuda Triangle in the Atlantean kingdom of Zebel, and called herself Lucia Hyde. You just love the Bermuda Triangle.
I'm fascinated.
She called herself Lucia Hyde while on the surface. His father was the treasure hunter and supervillain known as Black Manta.
What?
Yes.
Fucking, like, as Aquaman villains go.
Yeah.
Black Manta's like the dude.
He's the Joker, yes.
That's insane.
Black
How does
Manta
his dad feel about his choice for
I mean, just yeah, get a real job, he says. So, of course, his father is Black Manta, which, it's drama, you know what I mean? It's very dramatic. So, although his mother didn't know this when she conceived Jackson, Manta had only been with Lucia because she knew the location of a map which would show him where to find the Black Pearl, which, is everyone's favourite.
Of the Caribbean.
I was going to say everyone's favourite Pirates of the Caribbean film. But yes, he was with the woman just because she knew where the Black Pearl was. She fell in love with him, but he was just he was on the sly, trying to, where is it? No, where do you want to go for dinner? But also, where's the Black Pearl? Just
if you could point me in the direction. I don't know.
East, west, north, south. That's all. I'll allow that. Also, what would you like for brekkie? I'm just asking because we're having brekkie in bed.
I'm in the mood for Black Pearl.
Isn't that weird? It just keeps coming up in conversation naturally.
Maybe
Let's just go back
discuss.
to it. So when the pregnant Lucia learnt of his true intentions, she fled to the surface world with the map itself. And on the surface, Lucia gave birth to Jackson, who quickly showed signs that he had inherited his mother's Atlantean physiology. So, she also has water powers, and she's just kind of moving away from Black Manta. Is that very similar to Aquaman's original? He gets left on the land as well, with just normal people.
Yeah, it's Superman, but instead of space, it's the ocean.
And originally that was Calder's original story. He gets left with just... I think it's Mayra's even involved. She picks him up and she just drops him off with this random couple and is like, don't let him go near water. Very similar, because they're like, Black Manta's looking for him, don't let him go near this because he's gonna kill him. Black Manta was always his father.
That's amazing. That stay consistent. I also love that she was like, don't let him go near water. I like the idea that his adoptive parents decided, she thinks some babies can swim.
Silly Mayra. Oh, how ridiculous you sound. And there's 2 children just fucking Phelps going up and down. Michael Phelps. The other shell's Michael Phelps. That's what the joke is.
It's Michael Phelps versus Calder.
Yes. So to keep Jackson safe and secret from his father, Lucia moved to New Mexico, which of course is one of the driest places in all of America, and it is very far away from the ocean. Growing up, Jackson wasn't told anything about his father or his powers, even though he yearned to learn about his heritage. Lucia would try to keep him away from water as much as possible, as she didn't want him to use his hydrokinesis at all, believing it would lead Manta to them.
This motherfucker's got hydrokinesis?
He does, yes.
Good, Jesus. Okay.
He has a lot of... You would love Young Justice. Just give it a chance.
Might give it a watch.
Lucia gave Jackson the map, which she enclosed in a necklace. It was a shell-shaped necklace, and she kind of gave it to him. She did this because she kind of believed that he should possess some of his heritage, even if it was something she didn't really want to tell him about. She was like... It's in a roundabout way of like, at least if I give him a part of where he's from, maybe he'll stop talking and stop asking questions.
Surely that would just lead to more questions, though.
It would absolutely, yes. It was a poor tactic. So eventually, Jackson also came out as gay, and Lucia tried to suppress this part of him, as she believed that Jackson would stand out because of it. Jackson would later bleach his brown hair blonde and have a boyfriend named Kenny, mainly to rebel against his controlling mother.
Okay, that is... So she's just decided, oh, this is interesting. That's amazing in comics, because what they've established there is that she thinks she has ownership of this entire kid's life.
Yes.
But, oh my god.
And it's just a cool... And of course, like, he's one of the more famous characters who has come out as gay, and it's never said, like, oh, he's bisexual, he's just gay. Like, yeah. They normally try and get away with that. They're just like, well, like, they have girlfriends and boyfriends, you know what I mean? Just, it depends. No, he's just gay. And she looks down on him, like, for that. But in Young Justice, they actually don't shy away from that at all. Like, I'm pretty positive he's just gay in the latest season. Other than that, it's just never explained.
It's not like a shocking reveal kind of thing. It's
just like, this is my boyfriend. Alright, cool. And I think...
Alright, let's save the world.
Alright, can you control water? Get in here. Fair enough.
Okay, that's the lad we need.
So he, of course, rebels against all that and bleaches his brown hair blonde, because she's so terrified that Black Manta will find him for anything that she's willing to just basically make him, like, just trap him in a room. Like, there cannot be anything about you that is in any way different than anybody else. So you just have to sit in this room, have no interests, no likes, no traits, and nothing. But he, of course, rebels against that because, this might surprise you, teenagers, slightly rebellious.
Like, look, if you didn't have magic water powers, being a teenager is tough. But when you throw magic water powers into the mix, different story altogether. And you don't know where they
came from. And nobody will explain why you have them. You just have them. That'll make you feel like even more of a freak.
But you can't use them. Oh no,
you can't use them. You're just not allowed to have them, and you're just kind of looked upon as bad. His mother also has those water powers, but she never uses them.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because of
she
course
just has given up on Atlantis.
Yeah, she's Atlantean as well, so she has those water powers. But she's like, I don't do them. But also, he doesn't know that she's from Atlantis. Like, he doesn't know anything. So she just pretends that she's just a normal woman.
Right, okay.
And so during one of their meetings, Jackson confessed to Kenny. So him and Kenny are sitting on a car bonnet. They're like on a date. And they're looking at a comic book of the Teen Titans. And Jackson's kind of saying, oh, wouldn't it be amazing that you could, like, just be yourself? Like, you could just do anything you want. Like, nobody judges them. Because I think Kenny was saying, like, oh, my dad's getting suspicious of us. Like, I think he thinks I'm gay. Like, and Jackson's like, who the fuck cares? And Kenny's like, you don't know my dad. They're kind of having that conversation. Yeah. And so Kenny's like, oh, wouldn't it be amazing if we could just, like, live our lives? And at this point, Jackson's like, oh, I have powers. Like, he confesses that he has powers. And he's holding a water bottle. Like, he's just drinking out of a water bottle. And then he shows Kenny, he just, like, starts controlling the water out of the bottle. And, like, moving it around. And immediately, Kenny broke up with Jackson.
Oh, no.
Yes.
For why? Just because he was different?
Because he's a freak. Get away from me, weirdo,
course,
he said.
Yeah. That's fucked.
Big freak boy, he said, and pointed at him.
But this is a world where superpowers are real things.
Yes.
I didn't have a follow-up question.
Sorry. Yeah, but no, it is, yeah. So you would think it was more normal, but I think Kenny at that point was just like, he's so on edge that I think he was already thinking of ending it, and I think it was just a way for him to be like, oh yeah, like, you're also a freak, get away from me.
Oh, like, you've given me the perfect excuse.
Yeah. So feeling trapped in his own life, Jackson felt like he had to do something. So Jackson saw a viral video of a group of teenage superheroes known as the Teen Titans providing a tour of their luxurious headquarters, the Titans Tower. I think this is the third Titans Tower, the other two burned down.
Oh god.
This is... so knowing that with his powers he could be a Teen Titan, of course, and live a life of luxury, because like, he's like looking at this massive mansion, he's like, I could live there. Eventually he decided he would travel to San Francisco, where the tower was located, and try to gain entry to the team. When he reached San Francisco, he jumped into the ocean and swam to Titan's Island. I was about to say, of course, Titan's Island is an island, but obviously... I was like, oh yeah.
Actually, I think you'll find it's a peninsula, Conor.
Shut up. So when he got there, he was given permission to enter by Robin's pet bat dragon. I'm not going to get into it. The pet bat dragon is called Goliath. It's in the comic books.
Is he a big bat dragon?
Yeah, he's a big bat dragon. He's big and red.
Goliath makes sense now.
Makes sense. Although, if he was small, that's kind of like an tongue-in-cheek kind of name as well.
That's true. It's like calling the big guy tiny.
Yeah. Jackson walked right into the command centre, where he met Robin, Starfire, Raven, Beast Boy and Kid Flash, the members of the Teen Titans. Robin questioned Jackson about who he was and how he got in the tower. All I will say is that this Robin is Damian Wayne.
What?
Yeah, this Robin is Damian Wayne.
Oh, no, sorry, this is super recent then.
Yeah, no, this is... Sir, Young Justice only started in 2010, and so New 52 came in.
Somehow I still had, like, early 2000s pictured.
No, this might be 2012, maybe 2013.
Okay. I love Damian Wayne Robin.
Yeah, he's the biggest dickhead, and he sees this guy coming in, and he just hates everyone. And so Jackson comes in and he's like, I can help, like, I've got war power. He's like, we don't need you, we've got too many members, go away. So after Jackson told Robin that he wanted to join the Teen Titans, he was immediately dismissed, as Robin believed the team didn't need another member.
He doesn't like change.
He doesn't like change, and the thing about that is Damien is obviously the biggest softie ever, if you actually break him down. And my favourite relationship is probably... Damien with Dick Grayson just takes the piss out of him, whereas everybody else kind of puts up with his fucking nonsense.
Yeah, but like Dick is beyond listening to him.
Yeah, he doesn't care.
I've been through enough, I don't give a fuck. But like you say, he'll call him on his shit.
And so, of course, Damien's like, go away, we don't need you. Starfire, Raven, Beast Boy and Kid Flash are kind of like, he seems pretty cool, like, he can control water, we kind of need someone like that. He's like, no, we don't need him, fuck off.
Don't want him.
Now this might surprise you, Shaun, but in this issue, there is a villain who pops up, and the team the alarm starts to ring, and the team are like, go away, Aqualad, or whatever your name is, who can control water, we have a problem in the city. And so... I was going to say the animal. The villain in question, King Shark. Can we all see where this is going?
But that's a water-based villain, sure.
If only they had somebody who could use water, they might have an advantage of some kind.
Hang on a minute.
The raid string out on the board. Wait, oh no, Damien will beat him. So King Shark had taken over a prison with his henchmen and captured a reporter. When Jackson offered his help in rescuing the reporter and defeating King Shark, Robin told him, go fuck yourself, go home, we don't need you. Jackson ignored this request and still headed to the prison without Robin knowing. When he got to the prison, he witnessed Robin at the mercy of King Shark. Nobody's seen this coming. About to be eaten. Using his aqua kinetics, he dragged King Shark to the depths of the seas, where he defeated the villain. King Shark then escaped, and the team secured the prison with the assistance of Jackson. After the mission, Jackson was allowed into the team by Robin. Maybe not in the most positive light. He was like, alright, fine. Fuck's sake. And, I guess. And Robin also gifted him a diving suit to use as a placeholder costume. It was one of Robin's old suits, and so he kind of gave it to him, was like, yeah, it's a water suit, so it actually, and it's probably like got special tech in it that makes it easier to swim and all that stuff.
Yeah.
And he's just like,
That's
yeah,
cool.
it was made for me. I think the way he does it is like, oh, but it's a bit small, so you can have it if you want.
Yeah, because I'm super strong now.
Yeah, I'm buff. I'm 10 and I'm fucking buff.
I would win in a fight, is all I'm saying.
And he also gave him, I think it has like a water, what's the word I'm looking for? It has a thing that can produce water on his back, like a little backpack.
Right.
And why he needs that is he can make swords out of the water. Like, he can form it into 2 water swords.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
I like that. I'll have that, please.
And so, powers and abilities, Shaun. Aqualad has a number of superhuman abilities, which is derived from his Atlantean heritage. He is more suited for life beneath the sea than humans and has no problem breathing underwater. Atlanteans live at varying pressure levels, causing their bodies to be more physically hardier than the average human being, granting them superhuman durability, superhuman stamina, superhuman strength, superhuman agility, and superhuman speed.
The classics.
The classics. I will also say, I ended that story because that's like his intro, but I think the reporter that they save takes a photo of the team after they saved them, and they're just like, oh, look at the Teen Titans, and of course Aqualad is in the picture, and you know who sees that picture?
No.
The man sitting in his throne going, that's my fucking son. That's my son. And so Black Manta's made aware of his son. There's a whole story of like Black Manta like takes him in and tries to I don't know, because of course he still has the map around his neck. So Black Manta's like, oh son, like me and you, we can rule the seas together and all this. And Jackson's kind of like, that's a bit okay. And my father's finally here and he's showing me love. This is great. Of course, it all comes out in the end that he's just using him to get the map, just like he was to his mother.
Classic Black Manta move.
He's not a nice man. He also has aquatic adaptation. So Aqualad has the ability to breathe underwater with gills that slit on the sides of his neck to extract oxygen from the water. Contact with water appears to bring the gills out, along with giving him webbed hands and feet.
Is that an Aquaman power as well, or is that exclusive to Aqualad?
I think it might be exclusive. I don't remember Aquaman developing gills.
I've never heard of that, but that's really cool, because all I can think of is, you know, Darwin in X-Men First Class.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking of as well. Yeah, I think he just pops his head into the water and the gills immediately appear.
That's really cool.
He also has enhanced vision, which a thin invisible membrane cover Aqualad's eyes that allows Jackson to see perfectly in the pitch blackness of the ocean. His eyes also allow him to pick up energy patterns similar to wearing infrared goggles. He displayed this ability when he tracked Superboy by following his solar energy pattern.
That's very cool.
Yes. Of course, I said he has superhuman durability, superhuman strength, superhuman agility, superhuman speed. He also has electrokinesis. Aqualad has the ability to generate electricity. His electrical control is not as refined as his control over water, meaning he does not create constructs of electricity. His control shocks are transmitted either by touch or through his water constructs. He can conduct all forms of electricity through their bodies, created or not, making them totally invulnerable to electricity, no matter the voltage.
That's really cool, because you would think with like a water-based hero, first port of call is like, oh, we just electrocute him and he's down for the count.
That's what I do in Pokemon.
That's the standard typing. What do you do with Dragon?
Hang on. What do you do with Dragon? Ice. Is it ice?
Ice and also Dragon. Dragon is weak to itself.
Dragon's so up its own hole that Dragon is the only one that's super effective. Don't get me started.
Isn't Charizard not a dragon?
No, he's not. He's not.
It's disappointing.
And there's a Pokemon in Pokemon Emerald called Tropius, who's just a big tree, but he can learn fly. I don't know what's going on, man.
Look, you have to fly to get to him?
I suppose. He also has hydrokinesis, which I've mentioned. Aqualad has the ability to shape, manipulate and control water in his immediate vicinity, similar to his mother, Lucia and Mera and other citizens of Zebel. He's able to extract water from a person's body, create shields of water, create watertight seals, create hard constructs and manipulate water in concussive blasts or waves, and he can also alter the physical state of the water by freezing water to ice and creating rainbows.
Oh my god. So, what sticks out to me there is he can control water in people's bodies.
Yes.
So, like, you're 70% water.
Yeah, no, he has control over everyone then.
Could he just freeze all of the water in your body?
He could technically kill everyone. It's like the episode of Misfits when that guy can control milk.
I was just thinking of that.
yeah. Like, that's a really fucked up episode where he's like, oh, you've had cereal this morning. And he just starts killing people.
Yeah, it's like everyone slightly had milk, and then one dude is lactose intolerant.
Yeah. In terms of weapons and equipment, Aqualad wields two hilt-like devices called water bearers. These water bearers were actually made for him by Robin or Damian Wayne, and they focus his hydrokinetic power, allowing him to quickly and easily form weapons with them. He typically keeps them on holsters upon his back, so he pulls them out and he can make swords made of water on them.
That's cool as hell.
Yeah, it's a way to like focus his energy, because when he first starts, he's never been trained, so he has these powers but he doesn't know how to control them. And so Damien's idea was like, if you can focus on two things, that will be a lot easier for you, because at the minute you're just like trying to create them out of nothing and you can't do that.
Yeah, whereas if it's okay, I'm holding this thing and it's coming from here.
Yeah,
that's I love how like semi-grounded his powers are. Like they all kind of have a basis in like, oh, this makes sense.
Now, his personality is actually very interesting, because in Young Justice, which is one of my favourite shows, Calder is a very calm person. Like, he's a trait that is unshared by the rest of his team, I will say. He's very soft-spoken, very clear-headed, and he has a tendency to think things through and formulate plans before taking any sort of action. He tries to see the good in all people and often acts as the voice of reason amongst his teammates, who are very rarely, if ever, like, they're always just like, let's attack straight away. And he's like, wait, hang on, let's just think about this.
Maybe we should have a think.
And Calder always speaks in a formal manner with an air of respect to all people, both young and old, and he demonstrates the utmost respect to all adult heroes of the Justice League, even when he disagrees with them. So the most interesting thing about Young Justice is, for you, I suppose, because you've never seen it, so I'm sure there's somebody listening to this who also has never seen Young Justice. And the interesting thing is, Dick Grayson is the Robin in that show at the start. We're kind of getting mixed up with Robins here, but in the show It's Dick Grayson, and in the comic books at the time it was Damian Wayne. But just for the show itself, Calder was there, and it was Calder, Superboy, Kid Flash, Robin, you also had Miss Martian or whatever, and Artemis. But of course, you look at that team, and the first thing you think of is Robin. It should be the leader, just as he's the leader of the Teen Titans originally, so he should be the leader of that team. And what happens is, when they're on a mission, Robin, they all land down. They're on like in one of the first few episodes, they're on an undercover mission breaking into a bunker, and it's Robin, Kid Flash, and Aqualad, and they land. And Robin just moves away, and the two of them are like, where the fuck is he gone? And he kind of takes out all the guards. He's like, I thought you were behind me, because me and Batman don't have to say anything to each other. Like, we just we know every move. So he just makes a look, and the two of us just know, okay, it's move 75, okay, and then we nobody has to say anything. Whereas in this team, that doesn't work, and also this Robin is like 13. So in Young Justice, Aqualad is voted as the best leader, and he is the leader of the Young Justice team. Just in terms of, he is the most well read up, he's the smartest, he's just he's the most commanding in those situations, whereas everyone else, as I said, because this is a young Robin, say, who would probably be a natural successor. I think it's even stated, they're like, you're a natural successor, but you're too young now to take it over. And in later seasons, Nightwing is the leader. But at the time, Aqualad is seen as, you're the most well-rounded of us, and you're probably the best person we need at this front. So when they're going into battle, he's like, okay, let's stop and think about this, rather than let's all charge head first.
That's really cool. That like, not only is he, arguably the best leader, like other people acknowledge that.
And he also, he was very unwilling to take the job, I remember. Like, he was calling it a burden, and he eventually accepted it. He was like, I don't want to be the leader. Like, you're all so good. And he's like, I'll take it. So he takes it as a heavy burden. But in the show itself, Calder's his arc is probably one of the strongest, because throughout all the seasons he grows from that guy who didn't want to be the leader in the first place. He's actually the cheerleader for the Justice League by the start of season 3.
Wow.
Yeah, and he has taken over the mantle of Aquaman.
That's such a progression from a character that we've literally seen everything about him as he's grown up, pretty much.
Yeah, like, he just was created for the show, but as a character himself, he has grown into that role. Like, every single time you've seen him, or even you could even see it in the episodes themselves. Like, that's why Young Justice is so good, that you see the development of these characters. But at the start, he's kind of like still a bit wary, and by the end of it, he's still completely respectful to everyone. But he's like, I'm the leader, I need you to do this, and I think it's for the best.
I really like Aqualad.
Aqualad is great, and I think you would love him if you watched Young Justice.
I'm now more likely to watch it.
Yeah. Now, I haven't given away many spoilers there, because that's season 3, that's in the outside, but like, just, there's lots of stuff in between, just in regards to just plot points and everything. The best thing I can say about Young Justice is episode 1 actually counts for episode 20. So you have to watch the whole thing, like, especially season 2.
You can't just drop in and out.
No, it's not like a Cartoon Network Saturday morning thing. I think that's why they cancelled it, because people were like, kids can't really jump in at episode 14 because everyone's talking about something that happened in episode 6.
And that is a fair complaint to make as well, but also as, like, adults who watch cartoons. It's nice to be like, oh no, the story matters. Yeah, no,
his name is Jackson Hyde, by the way. I was kept calling him Jackson because his mother's name was Lucia Hyde, but Jackson Hyde is his odd land name, and Calder is his Atlantean name, and he's probably one of the best new characters they've created in the past 10 to 15 years.
Yeah, that is like a serious... Normally you only get those backstories after like 30 or 40 years of comics, and when...
Yeah.
A bunch of different writers have kind of amalgamated all their ideas. But he seemed right out of the gate to have quite an interesting and relatable backstory.
Because the minute they make him Black Manta's son, that changes everything.
Yeah, that is like instant stakes there. That was... I knew nothing about that character. I know I really like him.
And he also has the tattoos. He has like tattoos on over his shoulder blades going down his arms, and so whenever he uses his water powers, they light up blue, which is just really visually pleasing as a concept.
He sounds like fun to like draw and animate then.
Yes.
As well.
He's also played by the same guy who voiced Cyborg in the Teen Titans cartoon in Young Justice.
Really?
Carey Payton, I think his name is, something like that.
It's a good fact. It's a good pub quiz
fact. There you go. That's just my random piece of trivia. But yeah, that's my report on Calder, or Jackson Hyde, or Aqualad, who is is a character that I just really like, and a lot of people don't even know. They know Aquaman, but even Aquaman was kind of laughed at for the last few years until Jason Momoa took over. And so Aqualad is also a very interesting concept, and I think would be a very cool plot point for Aquaman 2.
That is interesting. And then you have like Black Manta's son. Again, like Black Manta already exists in that universe, so there's precedent for that, I guess.
I think that would be a really cool way to bring that character.
I think so too. I think this character needs more attention because I knew nothing about him, so maybe more people should know about him. And
I know it's your birthday and I shouldn't be bossing you around, Shaun, but Young Justice. I should have bought you the Young Justice DVD. Damn it.
Well, it'd be in an American region, though. I couldn't play it over here.
True. Alright, Shaun, I think that's it. Do you want to take us out?
Yes, thank you everyone for listening to this episode of Hero or Zero. We'll be back on Monday with Movie Mondays, Wednesday with Weird News Wednesday, and next Friday with another episode of Hero or Zero. Big thank you to everyone who supports us over on Patreon. It's patreon.com/Heroes for Hire podcast. Everyone who supports us over there already, thank you so much. Really big help. You're all amazing people. If you'd like to support the show, get access to a bonus episode once a month, check the link in the description for that. Also in the description, all of our social medias are there, or you can email us, here'sfryer_@outlook.com. What else? Oh, and tell one human being that we exist, please.
Just the one.
Just the one, but I think that's about it, Conor.
Alright, so I've been Ciara Lawler.
I've been Shaun Mead.
And happy birthday, Shaun! Okay, bye!
Thanks, buddy!
Bye.